Here's a quick little workout and more of a reference point to go to when you are doing exercises if you are hypermobile. I'm going to show you how to anchor your body physically a little bit better through the joint structures. So you will need a band because you do want to feel more supported when you are exercising. So first up, we're going to take that band around our knees. Now, anytime you're doing lunges, squats, anything that goes up and down, I want you to have a band on your legs because you're going to feel anchored in the motion, and that is the most important thing for hypermobile. I never want you to lock out at the end of that range of motion either. Always just come off load. We're going to start here just with a couple of squats so you get the feel of what it feels like to be supported in that squat. When you are doing that squat, you want to grip the toes into your shoe, either barefoot, or I'm showing you in shoes because a lot of people like working out in shoes. But right now my feet are gripping to the base of my shoe. I am pushing my knees against this resistance band, sticking the bottom back, and I'm not coming into full load lock up the top. You'll notice I just come off that offload. So we're just warming up here, warming those legs up, seeing what they feel like anchored and supported. Beautiful. Let's go 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now there is a common myth out there because you are hypermobile, you don't need to mobilize your joints. Bullshit. You still need to mobilize your joints because when you mobilize your joints, that's where you get a nice nourished flush of synovial fluid. However, we need to do it anchored, supported. So you're still going to do it here with the band on your legs. I want one leg forward, one leg back. Let's go with our left forward. You're going to sit in to that band with your knee and don't lock that back leg out, just a nice soft gentle bend. And we're going to start doing some gentle circles. Good. That's going to help mobilize your joint structure, but also give your brain a little proprioception, meaning an understanding of where your joint structure should be moving when it is supported, rather than kind of feeling too lax. So we're going to go 5 more circles this way. 2, 1, and then reverse. 5 circles the other way. Now, you'll notice that this is way harder to do because you've got the strength support system happening. I feel that in my glute, but I'm also nourishing and moving my joints in a slightly different map than up and down for the knees. Good, let's swap legs. Go back, right leg forward, little circles. I'm gripping my toes down into my shoe here as I do this. Perfect. And then reverse. So any kind of mobility you want to do as much as possible using a band so that you do feel a little bit more supported when you are rotating or moving in that motion. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Bring that left foot forward again. This time what we're going to do is a knee up with the right leg. We're going to twist and slam down in a twist motion. So I'm going to come back, knee up, twist and slam. Now notice how my knees are never in fully locked position. So I'm never locking them out. I'm actually trying to resist the band as I do this. Good. I'm using a lot of different range of motions in the knee. I guess why I'm focusing on the knee here is because a lot of hypermobile people feel it in the knees because they're an area that you lock out quite a lot. Good. Keep going. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, last one here. Perfect. Let's swap sides. So now I'm gripping my feet into my shoe. I'm going to knee up, keep this leg slightly bent the whole time, twist and slam. Knee up, twist, slam. Knee up, twist, slam. Good. The spinning action here is going to upregulate my vestibular, another area that certainly needs to be anchored when you're hypermobile. Good. And we'll get into another exercise with that shortly. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left foot forward, right foot back. Drop down into a soft knee bend, and you're going to tap for me. This would be a better alternative for you, hypermobiles, than a lunge, okay? Little taps, concentrating on bending this knee, concentrating on driving the knee out through the band. Keep going, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, grip those toes in, 3, 2, 1, swap sides, butt burn. Swap sides, drive that knee out, toes grip into the shoe. Here we go. So as much movement as you can do, assisted with a booty band like this, the better for hypermobile, okay? As I said, I'm just showing you sort of little examples, putting them together in a workout for you. Good, let's go 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you were to do a lunge, it would be banded. And I wouldn't lock out completely at the end. Banded, just off. Banded, just off. Doing this for normal, non-hypermobile people is harder as well because you're just slowly stopping that range of motion before you rest. Good. We may as well continue with our lunges here. Good. 5 more on this side. Let's try and turn our head as we do our lunge to the right. 3, 2, 1, which is going to upregulate that balance a bit better. Let's swap sides and lunge the other way. Turning to the left. Don't lock those legs out. Keep them slight bend the whole time, resistance against the band. Good, 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's help anchor the hierarchy, which is our vision and our balance. Actually, I'm going to let go of the band because I also want you to practice mapping without the band. So, this time 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, close together, soft knees the whole time. You'll want to lock out here when you balance. Soft knees. Good. From here, 2 fingers up, soft knees, keeping your head in the center of those 2 fingers. For a minute, we're going to flip our eyes between these 2 fingernails. Perfect. This is going to help up-regulate the balance. It's going to work the muscles in the eyes as well. When we're anchored through our vision, we are anchored through our emotions. I know that sounds weird, but they're the part of the brains that stimulate together. Beautiful. If this is too easy, can you do one leg without locking? Grip those toes in, lift that arch up like there's a butterfly living under your foot. Keep going for me, flicking between the 2. We'll do 5 more seconds on this foot and then we're going to switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Don't lock, just come off, load a little bit, off lock, and see how the other leg fares. Flicking between the 2. Let's change this up a little bit to a 45 degree. So now I'm looking at both fingernails in a 45 degree. I'm off lock, I'm not locked. My knee is not locked out. We don't want to hyper extend. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to show you a couple down on the ground because what I see a lot with hypermobile people is they extend through the elbows and you'll get that rounding happening in the elbow. So you're going to come down on all 4s. Now instead of locking the elbows out completely, you're coming just off lock and kind of turning the elbows so that you see elbows out 90 degrees. You're going to flip the toes under. I'm going to add a little bit of a core exercise in here. So ideally, imagine someone's pushing up your sternum here, getting a nice curve through the upper back. That's going to stabilize you a little bit more through the shoulders. You're going to imagine coughing. So at the end of that cough is where I want you to hold that core, turn those elbows slightly out, and then take your knees a centimeter off the ground. Now you'll want to lock here, but I want you to come off lock and a little twist. Keep driving up your shoulders here. Good. Hold it. Cough muscle. Squeeze that calf muscle on. Let's go for another 5. Unlock those elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to be far better for you, or more beneficial for you, than doing something like this, where you can overarch the back, unlock through the legs, have a little bit more hypermobility in all of the lower half of the body. When you're stable in structure, like this one, you're just going to be able to load better through the joint structures for your brain. Good. How are we feeling? Last one I'm going to show you is another core exercise. I'm going to get my band. Now, as I said, instead of doing any of this leg sort of stuff up in the air, which I'm not a big fan of anyway for anyone, I would rather you feel more supported and stabilized. You're going to grip the band and place it around your feet. Lay flat for me. Now, I'm going to push my back against the floor so that I don't have an arch here. Come down a bit. Calf muscle is on. I'm concentrating on that driving force down. Why I say calf muscle is because every time you cough or sneeze, naturally your ribs fall to the floor, so it protects your back. Okay, calf muscle's on. I'm going to drive one leg out and one leg in, and I'm going to hold this here. Good. You can bring your arms above your head to make it a little bit harder. Don't lock that back, that straight leg out. Slight bend. The focus is on this leg driving in. Woo! You're going to feel that all here. Now you can use this exercise for any human body. This is powerful, this one. This is going to help with back pain. It's going to switch on lots of core. The QLs, 3, 2, 1, and then swap sides. The most important tips I can give you here is keep that calf muscle on. Try and suck the belly button into the spine and keep drawing this knee up to the chest, keeping that back flat. Calf muscle on. Keep going, another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so there's just a few exercises that I want to show you today. Obviously you can repeat that sort of workout if you like. Ideally, it's anchoring. It's just using something that is going to make you feel supported so that you understand where your body sits in space and time. That is the most important thing for hypermobile people, not to just kind of lax out and lock out. No laxing, locking. Supported and strong and anchored mind and body.